Morning all. Boy, am I glad to see you. I am back. The time is 6:22. Journal, iPad, pen, and power-ups. Thank goodness for healthy. Thank goodness for some accountability, man. I have been overindulging. Since I came back from camping, I've been aching in places I didn't even know existed, which has led me to eat and comfort. A great experience, you learn so much about yourself. You go into kind of problem solving mode. When I look back, I can't even believe half the things I was able to do. It really, you have to surrender to nature completely, and it completely humbles you. It's amazing. All of these problems that we think that we have that are so consuming, when you're on the side of a mountain like that, it really puts things into perspective that these things aren't even as powerful as we think they are. The best thing is, we're going again in September. We've already got a WhatsApp group and we're already discussing dates and what's expected. I'll probably liken it to, if you can do skiing, then you can do this. I had a tempestuous experience because the weather turned really badly really quickly. It was quite hairy, but Jason is fantastic and he really kept me safe at all times. So even though in his head he knew it was a bit hairy, I didn't know that. If you're interested in coming, it's looking like it is going to be Snowdonia because that's the closest to London. Most people that are in the group are from London. I think we've also got one from Kent. If you're interested, drop me your number into my DMs and I'll put you in. The weekly reflection section, I climbed a mountain, learned so much about myself, got my phone fixed, walked to Apple, hiked 10 miles, overcame so many fears, started a new book and enjoyed indulging. Core have I. What I like to do on a Monday is look through my profile just to see everything that I've accomplished. So obviously I walked to Apple, which was 4.11 miles. I enjoyed Donut Time, Ben's Cookies, started a new book, which is absolutely fantastic. Obviously I climbed the mountain, what an achievement. So a 5k run in there. So the goals this week is to get back out running, get back in the gym and get back to healthy eating and start thinking about work again, planning my time back, start running again and continue to get out of my comfort zone. Yes. Started doing unguided meditations just so I'm able to get a bit more discipline with my thoughts. Also gratitude and appreciation, thankful that I came back safe and sound, thankful that my phone was fixable and thankful for my family. I'm just as worthy, deserving and capable of achieving everything I want in every area of my life as any other person on earth. The only thing that separates me from the most extraordinary life I can imagine is my level of commitment to becoming the person I need to be to achieve everything I want. From this moment on, I'm 100% committed to my personal development. I aim my miracle morning each day, so I'm so thankful for my good health and well-being. I appreciate waking up in a peaceful, calm and loving environment. I'm loving being more active and incorporating exercise into my life. I feel so much better for it. I'm so thankful to be able to give back for our online community and being able to help and inspire people around the world. So with fixing my phone, I've had to go back to an old vision board. So what I need to do is update it again today because it's gone back to, before when I decided all the other stuff I wanted to do. So I'm going to have to work on that today. Also like a little reminder because I took everything off of my phone because whilst I was looking after mum, I couldn't really focus on my goals and my aspirations. So I took them off my phone so I didn't have to see them every day and remind myself that I wasn't able to work towards them. The situation yesterday when I, reverted back to iOS 11 so I could get my phone fixed, it instantly put my goals and vision board back on my phone. So it's almost like a little reminder to say, don't you forget, you better start working, boy. Today's commitments is today I commit to getting back out for a run, today I commit to healthy eating, and today I commit to some family time. Today's exercise is going to be a run and some yoga stretches, and reading is going to be the power to succeed. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it at the moment. I am well, I am happy. And no Dubsy today. I've come in full-blown shark gear. So I'm hoping just to get out and run. I've got no expectations. I literally want to start conditioning myself again because I feel like I'm out of touch with it all. I've got the most painful cramp in both my thighs, just where I was like hiking for such an amount of time. And then when I finally came to relax, they both tensed up. I was in my tent in agony, man. A bit of pain in my left knee where I twisted it. I fell over in the marshland and I wasn't able to get up. There was so much weight on my back that I just literally couldn't do anything. I was proper immobilized. I felt completely helpless, so I really need to improve my fitness. That time again. I'm so sorry, especially now they've put up a sign to say this area isn't a toilet. It must not just be me that's using it as a toilet. Breaking all the rules again.
Stop making the eyes at me, I'll stop making the eyes at you. What it is that surprises me is that I don't really want you to. When your shoulders are frozen, oh explosion. You're dynamite. Your name isn't real, but I don't care for sound.
Lucozade Sport is like orange squash, not diluted. All done and dusted. My longest run ever. Boy, I've earned this water this morning, man. Can't quite believe it. I am amazed about pulling that one out of the bag, considering I was like, be lucky to make it past 5k. I'm a bit creaky. My body's just catching up with what my mind has just done. I'm gonna need an Epsom salt bath, I think. Luckily the wife has got one on the firm already, bless her. Might have to go back to bed for a little bit.
Education's got no chance, government's got no chance, but in business, ideologically it's supposed to be better. Unfortunately, it's not how humans roll. Empathy is a rare trait. It's a rare trait. I think way too many people
Up and I'm out, and guess who is reading the paper? Yeah. Mad, isn't it, when you look back at all the things you've done in the past year? 29th of August is going to be officially my first year doing my Miracle Morning, man. What a journey. Finally ready, man. Like, it's taken its time, but now I'm thinking about work again. I'm thinking about what I want to achieve. Naturally, you know, I'm just like, ready, man. Ready. Messaged my boss to plan my return to work, just to make sure I've got some kind of direction and focus when I go back. Probably going to pick up with the work wife at some point. I don't think she's in the business when I return, so I'll hopefully get out with one of the other advisors. Mum's ashes have gone over to one of her friends to go up the road with her on the 31st. We're off away Wednesday to Friday for the wife's birthday. And then I've got a whole week to just kind of chill, mentally prepare myself for going back to work, man. Thinking of maybe going away again for Christmas, just somewhere in the UK, just somewhere that's not at home. I think it's going to be quite difficult, the first one without Mum, so maybe a change of scenery will be welcome. We're also looking at maybe going on some kind of a winter sun holiday. Looking at probably the end of this year, beginning of next, depending on the dates. But I mean, with Albert's autism, we're quite lucky in that CAMHS have now backed us in that we can take some time and not be penalised for it, which will be good, so fingers crossed. We're trying to get the kids out for a bit of grub or to the park or something other than them playing on their iPads. I mean, Albert's playing Grand Theft Auto of all games at the moment, which is a welcome distraction from his iPad because he's just non-stop on it. To be into him before I left, and I was like, "You're right, Albs." He was like, I just accidentally robbed a gas station. That's my boy. Considering the aftermath from my 10-mile run and all the aches and pains you get, I forgot about this bit. I'd be quite pleased with just staying in and ordering something in, to be honest, and not to mention all of my camping injuries. Jesus, look at that. That's from me going over. Finally, I'm starting to be able to kind of visualize again. I started to do meditations, but unguided, so I can start to kind of, you know, start building them neural pathways again, because it just seemed all so distant with Mum. And talking about the camping, we've got about 11 people in that group now. It's starting to really like take shape, though people are getting a bit apprehensive about what may be involved. But I mean, if I can do it, then anyone can do it. Do you know what I mean? You just need to persevere. It's more mentally challenging than it is physically challenging. You really need to get into that mindset of problem solving and survival, and that you can do it no matter what, that there is no turning back, and this is what you have to deal with. When you're on the side of a mountain and the heavens open up, you can't do anything about it. You have to surrender to it, and it humbles you completely. It's so liberating, and it really puts things into perspective for you, that all of these things that we think are important just aren't.
You're dead right. I didn't grow up with money. We weren't rich by any means, but I knew I wasn't going to college. I knew that wasn't a reality. I didn't really want to go to college. One of the things that I was very lucky in my life with, you're doing it because you have to do it, because you have to pay your bills, because you need money. Once you break out of that and you find what it is you truly love to do, it's really not work. It's actually fun, and you enjoy every day of your life. And
$6 I stole from a gas station. I didn't know gas stations could have that much money.
You robbed the gas station?
Yup. Using my pistol.
Why?
Well,
Are you now buying a gun, Albs?
why the hell do I want to buy another gun if I have already a shotgun?
Oh, you've got a collection, have you? What are you going to do with that?
Saying them words, and if you say another one of them words, I'm gonna stay in that space for a million years.
Aww. Aww.
That's it. I'm going to
Do you want to do my G?
play Lego in Craig Ball.
And who do you hate?
Both of you.
But we're your parents, G.
I hate both
No, you don't. You was cuddling. You was cuddling up to me last. Do you want to do my G?
Play Lego in Fred Pool.
And who do you hate?
Both of you.
But we're your parents, G.
I hate both of you because you always.
No, you don't. You was
say that
cuddling.
way.
You was cuddling up to me last. We're back on the firm. 10 miles in the bag. Great start to the week. Start as we mean to go on, right? I am heading to bed shortly. Ciao for now, and hopefully see you tomorrow.